If you feel like you are on this hamster wheel of creating content all of the time, you're not alone. All right. And I am going to hopefully help you change that today. So, if you're brand new to my world, welcome. My name is Gina Tassinelli. I am the owner and founder of Hype Media, stylishly branded, and our favorite passion project, Style Rebel Mama. We work with established business owners, national brands, and personal brands, experts, coaches, consultants, and thought leaders to help you ignite your influence on social media into a bold presence unapologetically so that you can connect on a human level with your ideal clients, make a bigger impact, and make more money. And so, content marketing is one of these things that I know a lot of business owners struggle with, even marketing departments, because they're just pushing out content kind of like, one of my virtual friends, Brandy, if she's watching this, she coined this term, content dumping, and it will get you nowhere. It's frustrating. You spend a lot of time, energy, effort, even money into having content created, but nothing's happening for you, right? So I'm going to share with you some ways that you can have a sustainable social media content strategy so that you can actually focus on delivering your services, hanging out with your clients, building stronger relationships, and you don't have to be on this constant hamster wheel of content creation. How does that sound? All right. So here's the thing. Having a content marketing strategy, it's not like a one-time do and set it and forget it. And having one that's long-term can feel exhausting. Okay, but it doesn't have to be that way. But here's what it will do for you when you do have a sustainable rinse and repeat content marketing strategy. It allows you to really ignite and spark your credibility in the marketplace, in your industry, on social media, in the digital space. Number one, it allows you to stay top of mind with your ideal clients. It creates more engagement. It creates more of a fan base to your brand, to your business. And with that comes more leads and more sales. Okay. But there are some things that people miss out on. And I'm going to share this too, because I've done this myself. So you're not alone if you feel like you're not touching on all of these tips that I'm going to share with you in just a second to really create that sustainable content marketing strategy. When we start our business as entrepreneurs, we typically start it on our own, right? And we don't know all of these things. So that's okay. And that's why there's people like myself that have made lots of mistakes. I've failed, but I've also learned from those failures. So I don't really see them as failures. But these are the things that I learned for myself. And even though for years I've done them for other clients, when you are doing things on your own, you're too close to your business and it's hard to see these types of expert strategies and tips, especially if you're not in the marketing space, right? So for example, if you are an attorney, you didn't sign up to market your business, right? You most likely didn't go to school for marketing to understand how to market your business. So those are the types of things I do like to kind of preface my trainings about, because I know a lot of people feel like they're just not good enough. They're not built for marketing themselves, but you are. It's just a matter of being focused and having strategy. So here are some things to consider to actually lay out a sustainable content strategy for you, okay? So the very first thing you want to do is you want to identify what are your benchmarks. So understand and have achievable goals. Ask yourself, how many clients or customers have I previously had? How many new customers am I trying to gain from my marketing efforts? How many leads have I received in the past? And what is my conversion rate on those leads? So these are really important things that people typically don't pay attention to, especially us solopreneurs, because we're just like grinding things out. We go day to day. We don't stop and actually think what is working, what is not working. But we really need to take inventory of our benchmarks in order to then set a strategy on how we're going to move forward with our content, with our marketing. Also, check back what marketing initiatives have worked in the past. Which ones didn't work and why? Why did they work? Why didn't they work? What previous resources were you using? So it's interesting. I just had a conversation with one of my friends inside of one of my masterminds, and we were talking about this today, how a lot of our own lead sources come from our master classes. But, as entrepreneurs, we get busy and we sometimes get complacent. And we were talking about how, there have been times when we haven't done master classes, and then we realized that our business went, it started to go downwards and our leads. And just saying this out loud to each other made us realize, okay, we need to be doing master classes again because that's our lead resource, right? So go back and think about the resources that have brought you leads, that have brought you conversations. And then what other content do you already have out there? Whether that's lead magnets, checklists, tutorials, videos, webinars, anything that you can think of. Think of all that inventory that you already have. Okay. So that's number one. Number two is you want to set clear goals for yourself. Okay. And this is really foundational. You need to have goals so that you know where you want your content to go. All right. So be very specific and also realistic as to how you can achieve those goals. So understanding, okay, if I'm going to be doing this masterclass or if I'm going to be doing this live video, I'd like to have this many conversations from that, right? I'd like to have maybe 5-10 leads from that, but being very specific. Number three is you really need to understand your clients, your ideal clients, your buyers, and the journey that you provide for them. And so what I mean by that is understanding what are people thinking in the awareness stage before they even know who I am, before they know who you are. What are they thinking? What are they thinking when they are considering to work with you? Like what is going to actually trigger them to say, you know what, I'm interested in learning more. Yes, I'd love to sign up for your free consultation. Or yes, I'd love to sign up for your free checklist, right? And then what is going to get them to actually say yes to your offers? And so we really need to understand each of those stages of the customer journey in order to build a sustainable content strategy that's going to move them through that journey. Number 4 is staying on top of your industry trends and new research that comes out, right? So understand your industry, understand what's working for others, be in spaces where people in your similar industry or in your industry are in, and learn from others. I don't see people that do the same thing as I do as competition. In fact, I'm the believer that we can all collaborate with each other. And if you truly are showing up as an expert, as a personal brand in your business, you have no competition because everybody is going to be attracted to everybody differently for different reasons, whether that's your personality, your expertise, your skills, your background, your values, all of that. And everybody has their own. So get yourself into spaces where you have people that are doing the same thing that you're doing and learn from others and vice versa. And that's part of industry's trends and also just researching. Number 5 is you want to create content that your audience actually wants. So what I see a lot of, especially when I do my social media audits, is, I'll see that people are just like vomiting their offers, their freebies, their, sign up here, join me here. And they're not giving people actual value and reasons as to why people should take time out of their busy life in order to do those things. And the way to do that is by creating content that they actually want, that's going to keep them around, that's going to keep them interested, that's going to be answering their questions, and that can really create conversations between you and them so that they build that know, like, trust, and then buy factor, and you move them through that customer journey. One of my favorite ways to do this is, and this is a great way to kickstart a content strategy, is if you have a specific offer in mind that you want to build a content marketing strategy around, think about frequently asked questions that people may have about that offer or your services or products. And then the answers to those frequently asked questions, those can become content topics for you to build content around. You can also use objections. So think of the objections that you get. And this is actually something that we really dive deep in and we work on really, really in detail inside of my programs, is think of objections, and then the opposite to those objections, you want to squash those objections, right? So the opposite of those objections should be the kind of content that you're putting out there, because you want to really shift people's beliefs, right? So if somebody believes that they don't need to hire a marketing agency to do their work, but they're scrambling all the time, they're not showing up, they're wasting time, maybe they're spending an hour creating one piece of content, I'm going to put content out there that shows them why hiring a marketing agency not only saves them time, but also saves them money, because time is money, right? So I'm squashing that objection. Number 7 is you want to repeat campaigns and marketing that's actually working. So number 7 is repeat successful marketing campaigns. Look at your analytics, check your benchmarks and look to see what worked and what didn't work, and keep doing more of what worked. So for example, if you look back at last year and you notice that most of your leads come from your masterclasses, but you stopped doing masterclasses, that is a sign that you need to go back to doing masterclasses. That's one thing for me. Another thing is, referrals. Like, a lot of our done for you private agency clients come from referrals. And I had to focus on asking for more referrals when I realized that. I go back and I do an inventory of where most of my clients have come from. And when I do that inventory is when I'm like, oh, hello, Gina, you need to be asking for more referrals. And so go back and look at campaigns or marketing resources, marketing things that you have been doing, see what's been working more so than others, and then do more of the more. Okay. Number 8 is turn your clients into raving fans where they actually become your brand ambassadors for you. Okay. You can even set up a referral system for them. It could even be industry peers, business peers, friends. Offer a referral fee, offer some sort of, commission for them helping you. But creating brand ambassadors out of your clients is a really great way to keep all the work, the life value of your client, to keep that going. And so that's one of my favorite ways. And then, of course, having some sort of referral program as well, maybe even an affiliate program for your programs. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to do a quick little recap. Let's go through these again really quickly. So we are talking about how to create a sustainable content marketing strategy that continues to keep your visibility up, brings you leads, allows you to create new conversations with people so that you can move them into a place of making an offer. Number 1 is make sure to identify what your benchmarks are. How many customers did you have previously? How many new customers or clients do you want from this marketing strategy? How many leads have been coming in? How many leads have actually converted into calls? And how many of those calls have converted into sales? You want to know all those benchmarks. Number 2 is set goals for yourself. So understand and be realistic as to the goals that you think you can achieve from your marketing plan. Number 3 is understand your ideal client. Understand how they are thinking through each stage of the customer journey, the awareness stage, consideration, the purchasing stage, and even the retention stage. And that's where they can become your brand ambassadors. Number 4 is you want to stay on top of industry trends and research. right? So understand what's happening in your industry, what's working for others, what's not working. Become really great friends with people that you may consider to be competitors, because guess what? They are not competitors if you are showing up as an expert and as a personal brand, but you can absolutely help each other. Number 5 is you want to make sure to be creating content that your audience actually wants to consume so they get to know, like, trust, and buy from you. Number 6 is remember to go back and check out your past campaigns, see what worked, what didn't work, and keep doing more of what did work. So if a lot of your leads from the year prior came from referrals, ask for more referrals. If a lot of your leads came from masterclasses or workshops, whatever it is, do more of that. And number 8, we want to turn our clients, our customers, into our biggest fans and turn them into brand ambassadors. Offer a referral system, commission, reimburse them for sharing and spreading the love of what you have to offer. All right. So I hope this was helpful. You guys have a fabulous rest of the day and talk to you later. Bye.